Hey there, and welcome to your Airdrie Real Estate Market update for September 2024. Now, we're at a time of year right now where we're getting into fall, summer vacations are ending, kids are back to school, and usually we start to see some changes in our market around this time of year. So in this video, we're going to go through some of the City of Airdrie stats, as well as some stats for the different styles of homes in our city. And then at the end, we're going to touch on the new mortgage changes that could definitely have an effect on our market as well. Now, typically we see things slow down at the end of August and early part of September before picking up again slightly through September to November. But is that what we're seeing this year so far? Well, partially, yes, because we definitely have seen the end of summer slow down here in Airdrie through all price ranges, but the higher price points have definitely slowed down the most. But what we don't know yet is if we're gonna see our typical fall rise in activity or not. So let's get into some numbers and see what's going on. So starting first with our general Airdrie numbers, we saw 172 sales in August. This is lower than July, as you'd expect getting to the end of summer, but still is a fairly solid sales number for August. Now, we also saw 242 new listings within the month, again slightly less than the month before. Looking at our inventory next, at the start of September, we had 310 active listings in our market. This is actually the first time in over 3 years that we've seen more than 300 active listings in Airdrie. So with our inventory continuing to rise and our sales slowing down, we saw our month supply move up as well. We currently have a month supply in Airdrie of 1.8 months, and this still puts Airdrie in a seller's market overall, but each month we are inching closer and closer to that balanced market territory. So let's look a little further at the different styles of homes in Airdrie and how they're performing now as well. So starting first with detached homes, here we saw 108 sales in August, which is about on par with last year in August, but alongside those sales, we also had 157 new detached listings within the month, which left us with an inventory of 202 active listings to start September with. And similarly to our overall inventory, this is the first time in over 3 years that detached listings have been over 200 in our city. And with all that, our benchmark price did go down just slightly to $655,800. Now, this is only a 0.2% drop from last month, but our benchmark price is a lagging indicator and will typically take a couple months for the price to reflect current market changes. So I'm expecting this number will continue to come down in the coming months and likely a bit more than 0.2%. Moving on to semi-detached homes, or the duplexes in our city. Here we saw 10 sales in August and 17 new listings, which brought our active inventory to 21 homes for sale. As for duplex pricing, the benchmark price stayed the same from last month at $507,700. And now looking at our townhouse market here in the city, here we saw 41 sales in August and 51 new listings. So this gave us an active inventory of 64 properties to start September with, which is only 1.56 months of supply. With the month's supply still that low for townhouses, that puts this style of home as the strongest in the city right now. So knowing that, benchmark prices for townhouses went up $400 last month, up to $389,600. And lastly, let's take a look at our condo market. Here we had 13 sales in August and 17 new listings. It was another strong month for condos, and the prices keep going up, with the benchmark price up another 0.6%, up to $300,500. So this is now the first time we've ever seen our condo benchmark price over the $300,000 mark. So now we've broken down the styles of homes. Detached prices are declining slightly, duplexes remain even, and townhouses and condos are still moving up slightly each month. But on top of how our market's already changing, we've also just received some new mortgage changes that'll be interesting to see how they also affect the market. Now, these changes don't come into effect until December 14th, 2024, but moving into 2025, buyers will now be able to have a 30-year amortization on resale home mortgages, which makes the month-to-month payments of your mortgage less. Now, wherever you go with a longer amortization, you're going to be paying more interest in the long term. But if you need the lower monthly payments, then that will definitely be a way that buyers will be able to do that moving forward. And the other update that we'll see when it comes to buying real estate is that you'll be able to get an insured mortgage now up to $1.5 million instead of the previous cap of $1 million. So this is going to make it so that down payment required for the $1 million to $1.5 million home is going to be significantly less than it is currently. For example, currently for your $1 million home, you need a down payment of $200,000. But after these new changes take effect, you'll need just $75,000 as a minimum. And at the maximum of $1.5 million, the minimum down payment that you would need right now would be $300,000, but after these changes, the minimum down payment required would be $125,000. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on these changes, so go ahead and comment down below what you think. I can see both sides of it, where some people are going to be excited about the changes as it gives you those lower monthly payments, or it gives you the ability to get into a more expensive property easier. But on the flip side of that, getting into that $1 million, $1.5 million home with less down payment, or spreading that amortization out to 30 years and paying more interest, definitely comes with its risks. So let me know below what you think of these changes. So now moving into the fall, where does our market go from here? Well, I am recording this market update a bit late this month, so it does give us the luxury of having some mid-month numbers as well. And as of this recording, halfway through September, we've seen 60 sales this month in Airdrie, which actually puts us on pace to be the slowest September in 5 years. And our inventory this month has already jumped to 350 active listings at the midpoint of the month. So at this moment, I'm not seeing much of a fall pickup in our market just yet. I think we're in for a slower fall and early winter than expected, but with interest rates still continuing to come down, these new mortgage changes coming into effect in December, those are things that definitely could set the stage for things to pick back up again in the spring, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Well, that's all I have for you for this month. My name is Brad Walker, local Airdrie Realtor with Redline and Real Broker. I hope you learned something about our market today, and we'll see you in the next video.